providing, we see somebody was saying earlier that maybe we should look at how it's used for policy formulation. That maybe is more geared towards policy delivery. But I think it's in provision of government services, right? How to smoothen that experience for users, especially because as Shilpi mentioned earlier, especially because when you're developing government services, you're developing services for everybody. It's not just people with smartphones, but with people with smartphones and people who don't have smartphones, right? So you can't have a blanket approach to it. You have to understand the different constituents and come up with a solution that works for all. So we think that for delivery of government services, it's really useful in sort of identifying the key constituents, understanding how they will go about or how they expect to go about um, experiencing that service, and then identifying those gaps in the process so that you can in terms of the solution you can fill those gaps, right? For instance, if you go to get a passport, or even when you're coming into the country, you're always doing your fingerprints. So you do your fingerprints 2 weeks ago, you come in, you still do your fingerprints, and you're thinking, well, I thought it was captured in the system. Why do I have to do them again? It's very frustrating. Can we remove? Maybe it's a security issue. Maybe a security expert said, well, you have to do it again. But if you unpack that process, you might realize that you can remove it, right? And it would lead to a happier customer, if you will, because the fact is, yes, government services are developed for citizens. It doesn't mean that we can't delight the citizens. It doesn't mean that we should burden them because a developer who knows a certain technology thinks that is so easy to use. Why can't people just learn to use it, right? Rather than trying to understand how they come at technology so that it can be designed around that. So not services or technology that are designed for the use of developers, but the services that developers can design for the use of citizens.